Okay. Hi, this is Danny Maxwell, editor of the JCM, calling Peter Eckman in San Francisco. Peter, is that right?
That's correct. Yep.
Saturday morning. It's early February, and we have something to announce, which is I just wanted to catch up with you to let people know about your forthcoming article about acupuncture and the treatment of cancer. Could you let us know what it's about?
Sure. Hi, Danny, and hi, everybody that's watching this. So I'm really excited about this article coming into print. It's been quite a few years I've been working on putting this together. And essentially, as Danny said, this is an article about treating cancer with acupuncture. And in my studies, mostly what I've come across in all versions of Asian traditional medicines is the idea that cancer is such a difficult illness to treat that basically the traditional Asian methods are mostly used for treating side effects of Western therapies, whether it's pain or lack of appetite or nausea, things like that. But not directly treating the mechanism that produces the cancer itself. So it's really an auxiliary treatment rather than a direct primary treatment. So my own personal background is I've been practicing acupuncture since 1974, more or less. And a big part of my training in acupuncture has been Korean influenced, although I've studied the other Asian disciplines that use acupuncture. And my primary, or one of my primary Korean teachers, Kwan Do-an, was actually a specialist in treating cancer. And I had the unique opportunity of visiting him in the 1980s a number of times to observe his practice for periods of time and watch how he treated cancer patients. He never published anything about the treatment of cancer, although he had his own cancer research institute. So I was able to furiously scribble down as he was treating his patients my notes of all the points he used in each patient, and then subsequently with a colleague of mine was able to decode what his approach to treatment was. And over the years, I occasionally would get in my practice in California. I'm a medical doctor, but I'm also an acupuncture practitioner, which is 99% of my work. And I'd occasionally get cancer patients. And it took me a while to get enough clinical experience with treating cancer to test out Dr. Kwan's Korean theory, and eventually to modify it so that it was applicable to more patients, more cancer patients. And basically it revolves around a whole system of approach to acupuncture treatment that I call Constitutional Conditional Acupuncture, which means there's two parts to evaluating and treating patients. One is the more familiar one of figuring out what the condition is, which you could call something like differentiation of syndromes in TCM. But the other part is, who is the person that has this syndrome? And it turns out from my experience, that's as important as figuring out the condition. Knowing the constitution of each individual really makes a difference, because two patients with identical cancer syndromes need totally different treatment if they have different constitutions. So in my work, I've developed this constitutional conditional acupuncture methodology in which there are 20 different constitutions, and the journal that Danny edits has previously, 2.5 years ago, I think, published an article of mine on constitutional conditional acupuncture, which is a good background for being able to understand this article on cancer treatment. So I'm tremendously excited about it because it's, for me, I feel a real breakthrough in how we treat cancer. It's such a terrible illness and it's so prevalent. I think, becoming more prevalent, actually, that just the possibility that there might be a rational approach to treating cancer in Eastern medicine as an adjunct with Western medicine. I don't advocate that people stop using Western medicine, but using the combination of acupuncture and the best Western medical advice, I find to be highly effective. So this article includes 10 case histories from my own practice, and I'm really eager to see how the community accepts my article, and whether they feel it's something they can incorporate in their own practices. One of my senior students in Spain has interned with me and actually used this anti-cancer protocol in treatment and gotten really good results. So I believe it's not just a personal realization, but I think it's communicable, it's teachable, and I'm hoping that it will be corroborated by other practitioners.
Fantastic, thank you. Well, I think it's a really important article, and it seems to me it's the start of a conversation, as well as obviously for you, it's a kind of, you've come to a new place with your treatment. Yeah, well, let's see how it goes down. And it's going to be in issue 125, February 2021 of the Journal of Chinese Medicine. And thank you for sharing, Peter. And thank you for your time on this Saturday morning. And,
my pleasure.
I'm going to stop recording now. And everybody enjoy the issue, and goodbye for now.